What's going on? Let me tell y'all something. Little Mermaid, although it was a good film, it was really good. I think that they tried to capture everything from the old film into the new film. And of course, I think that's always difficult, right? Because you're trying to copy something and it's not always going to be the same way that it was originally. But they did a good job though. They did a good job. I don't know who played what's the Sebastian? That dude did not sound Jamaican. He sounded like he was Jafakin. It was like, whoa, what? Um, but I will say that it did not mess up my childhood. So I don't know what people are talking about. I guess it's just because it's a black girl instead of a little white redheaded chick. Um, so sorry. This is where we at in the world now. Yeah, y'all understand what I'm saying? This is where we at in the world. But I do think that there was one funny part in that movie that made me laugh. Still makes me laugh just thinking about it. But we'll talk about that another time because we're not here for that. What we're here for is another episode of Let's Talk, where we just sit back, we just chilling, whatever comes up to our mind, because we don't have nothing drawn out. This is totally unscripted. This is just totally just talking. That's all what it is. So I got my little drinky drink. Let's go. What's going on, guys? How you guys doing? It is Perkins Talks. It is Perkins Talks. It is all things Perkins, and I'm so glad that y'all decided to tune in. I'm so glad that y'all decided to uh, just to be with me, hear me talk. So hopefully you got your little drinky drink. Hopefully you got your little snacky snack. And I don't know why we are talking like this, but it's what we do. That's what we do, man. I could use a snack though, but it's all right. So we lay back, we chilling, and this is how we roll, right? This is how we roll. This is how we do things. First of all, before I go into that, the new shirts are available. If you have not seen them, I'm going to put them at the end of this video so you can see them, so you can take a look at the shirts and, whew, man, let me know. But for all y'all needs of clothing wise, hats, sweatshirts, t-shirts, please go online to perkinscloset.com for all your apparel needs. Now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about it. Within this past week, we went to San Antonio. San Antonio was nice. I wish we could spend more time in San Antonio, but 2 days was good enough. Um, yeah, it was nice just to get away. I think that a lot of us, what we tend to do, we tend to work, and we don't tend to just to go somewhere, enjoy, relax, chill out, breathe, have fun, and that's what I feel is most important. Is just go out somewhere, take some time off, go out somewhere on your days off or whatever, and just chill out, just relax. Especially if it's close to your house, close to where you live, that you can just drive there. That's what's most important, just to go, just hang out and have a good time. Yeah, I did remove the label because I'm not trying to hide the label because y'all already know what's in the bottom. I mean, y'all see the top. I already know what it is. And then we did that, and then we went to the zoo. Zoo saw some animals. I didn't see no elephants there. No elephants. No polar bears. I don't think zoos had polar bears. Um, no rhinos. Was there another elephant that I was expecting to see? I mean, another elephant. Oh man, y'all, because I'm tired. Was there another animal that I was expecting to see? Um, I mean, the camels were there, but they weren't out. They were just in their little shed because they were like, it's too hot. We ain't coming out today, y'all. The lions were asleep, so that kind of sucked as well. Um, Even though they did like stretch and roll over, but they literally rolled over. Um, and then at the end, we saw the jaguar. Jaguar was pacing back and forth. He was pacing back and forth, so he was waiting for some food or something like that. Or maybe we were just too close to the cage or whatever it was. But yeah, we saw that. And then we saw this speckled bear. The speckled bear actually it walked back and forth too. Like you could see that he was wet and stuff like that. So I don't know, maybe he was just drying off, but he would just like literally walk back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, like it was like a runway shoot or something like that. It's kind of cute because the bear was kind of cute, you know. He was just like a small little bear. His face was like white. His face was white. Well, so it was all black bear, right? And then part of his face was like white and stuff like that. So like around here was like white, 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 white. You know, it was pretty cool. Um, yeah, so we went out there. We didn't really try any newer restaurants actually. So one thing I like to do whenever I go out, I don't like to eat at a chain restaurant. Why would you want to do that, right? So we actually ate at a place that's called the Yard House, and I had some spicy steak with some pasta. That was actually pretty good. I was gonna have their steak, but when I saw that, I was like, seems pretty good. And plus, it was a little bit cheaper, so you're saving more money. So we did that, and that was good. Oh man, they have a lot of beers in that restaurant. They have a lot of beers. So if you're a beer person, go check out that restaurant. It's called the Yard. Their food was actually really good. Um, I'm trying to think. Yeah, other than that, we really didn't go to any chain restaurant. Now that I think about it, so we had the donut place. The donut place was really good. So it was a donut. Um, Man, it almost feels like I'm missing something. Oh, we went to Dave and Buster's, but that doesn't really count because it doesn't count. Um, I can't remember what else did we have on Saturday. But I know we had something on Saturday. Oh, excuse me. We had something on Saturday for lunch. Oh, we had pizza. We had pizza at the zoo. That was another thing that we had at the zoo. We had pizza. Actually, the pizza was pretty good. It wasn't bad at all. It was actually pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good. So I guess that if you buy regular admissions, you get like a food voucher with it too, which is actually pretty nice. Saves you money. And the pizza comes with like 10 slices of pizza, so you actually have a lot. You know, but if you ever have an opportunity to go to San Antonio, I would tell you to go to San Antonio. Definitely check it out. Definitely explore. Definitely, definitely, definitely. You will not be disappointed. You will not. Let's see what else is on our agenda today. Oh man, this week, I've heard about New York City and their the pollution. Right now, New York City normally has pollution, but supposedly this came from like I mean not California, from supposedly this came from Canada, and the wildfire starts to spread to the United States now. Only thing that I could say is that um, where's the pictures at? Where's the pictures? Where's the video? Where's all of that? Because we want to see that. We don't. Listen, we tired of just believing white folks. We tired of just believing the white folks and just taking their word for everything. We want to see the pictures. We want to see the evidence. We want to see it all. Send it to us, Canada, because we are not believing you right now. Just guarantee you, if it's like some other country, they will definitely have pictures. They will definitely have proof. Like what was like 2 years ago, I think it was when some of the smoke came over from Australia, and because it was from the wildfire. Of course, now when you're like, oh wow, that's crazy, wildfire in Australia, but we had pictures, we had proof. And I think that was the time that I fell in love with animals. I was like, oh, send them to the zoo because that's so sad. Like you saw the koala bears all burnt up. You saw the kangaroos all burnt up. I'm like, man, that's sad. Oh, I think that's probably when I fell in love with animals at that point in time. Oh man. Um, but I never really Bring it back to the zoo thing. I never really get why people always would want to boycott the zoo. Um, or was it just a circus? No, once upon a time it was a zoo too. It was a zoo. But anyway, I'm moving on. Yeah, animal cruelty. Animal cruelty. People are like, oh, boycott the zoo, boycott the zoo. No, the zoo is nice, man. I mean, it stinks, but it's nice. Stinks, but it's nice. And plus, if you boycott the zoo, where are parents gonna go with their kids for a reasonable price? Where are parents gonna go with their kids? Where are parents gonna venture out with their kids? Like, come on now, because everything just costs. Everything is just expensive. So you boycott the zoo, boycott your zoo, boycott your life. But anyway, moving on. But yeah, this. So I guess. Well, I think now, as I'm recording now, on this day, I believe that the air quality went down, which is good because I've heard that it was at almost a 400, and that's bad. Like air quality is supposed to be under 100, and so now when I'm reading it today, it's the air quality in some places, in different places around New York. And mind you, this is the web that I'm getting my information from. This is Google. I'm getting my information from. So I don't really believe Google a lot, because the internet is known to be liars. Okay, it's fake news, fake news. You know, like ex-president Donald Trump said. But the air quality now is lower now. It's under 100 in some places, which is good. But yeah, the Wednesday of that week, whatever, it was up to about 400, almost 500, the air quality, and it's crazy. It's crazy, and even it's even funny too because I started thinking about my old job that I had back in New York, where people would actually they would actually bring in samples of air, like literally samples of air, and I'm like, huh? How do you get air, put it in a bottle, and then just take it to somewhere so they could just test it out and make sure that the air quality is good, make sure that everything that there's no toxins, or make sure that there's no like a bomb threat or something like that. I'm like, how do y'all know that? You know, because to me, whenever you see air, when you look around, you don't see air flowing by. You don't see air going by. You don't see air just like, oh, excuse me, and it just moving. It just moves. And it's not something you can just physically touch or physically handle with your hands. It's not something that you can see or you could just grasp like, ooh, there's air. It's it's kind of weird, you know. But but though they used to bring tests of just different air from Central Park, Bryant Park, Brooklyn, Queens, all over. And it was really just because they just want to make sure that there's no terrorist attack. They want to make sure that no one's plotting against us, you know. And so that job was kind of crazy. But like I said, man, if these fires came from Canada, guess what? We want proof. We are not taking your word for it. We are not. We are not. It's not happening. It's not. It's not. All right, what we got next, y'all? What we got next? But though, I would say, prayers going to New York, and any other state affected by these wildfires. Blink twice if you're okay. Blink twice if you know there's a problem. You know what I mean? Blink twice. Blink twice. Blink. Trying to help y'all out, man. But yeah, you know, prayers are definitely being sent to New York. Um, I know y'all need it. Y'all need it. Y'all crave it. Y'all desire it. All of that. You know. Let's see. Oh man. So I really didn't study this, but oh man. Do I? Should we go? Should we go about talking about this? Should we? Should we? No, no, yes, no, yes, no. Undercover racism. Undercover racism. So now, when we talk about undercover racism, um, we all have these biases towards a certain sect. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. What'd you do to me? We all have these biases towards a certain sect. We always have these biases towards a certain people, and a lot of times we have this certain biases to our own people. A lot of times we have certain biases to those who are in our own circles, who are in our own personal spaces. You understand what I'm saying? Um, and it's funny because you got the white folks trying to be like the black folks, and you got the black folks trying to be like the white folks, and it's not all; it's some. So my other job, I work at a bar. I work at a bar overnight and stuff like that. Well, busy hours, 8 to 2. And so anyway, so you have the girls that will. This one girl, I had told her, "Hey, Liz, you gotta go around the front, enter the front door, whatever." And she was like, "All right, bro. Okay, okay, bro." And I'm like, "Yo, do not call me bro." like, like, what's up with that? You know, because normally, bro is really said from one black person to another black person. Like, "Yo, what's good, my bro? You know, like everything good? Yeah, man, blah 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 blah." But of course, you know, you have the white folks trying to be like the black folks and always say these different terminologies and say that, right? And it's like, dude, like, what's up with y'all? And then, of course, you have us, the black folks. We're like, dude, hey, dude, you know, and sometimes it's in a mocking way, and sometimes that's just how it is. You know, we're just like, hey, dude, hey, bruh, you gonna go surfing today, bruh? It's like, what? Okay. But yeah, we do have these biases, um, and And a lot of times we don't realize that we're doing certain things. And I've realized that, because there were times where people point something out at me, and I'm like, I did not realize that, or that wasn't my intention on doing that. It just happened, like it just happened. But what I do realize is that when speaking to certain individuals, your conversation will change, and your tone will change, on how you say different things will change, and that's not really a bad thing, but it's also kind of like a two-faced type of thing, a three-faced type of thing, because when you're around black folks, you talk how black folks talk, you're like, oh, blah, 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 like a little street gang, like a little street language, But then, of course, when a white person shows up, it's like, oh, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. So you go, it's like, yeah, so you go west 5 miles, then you go east 2 miles. It's like, what? And it's funny because I've noticed my mom would do it. So whenever my mom would answer the phone, we will kind of know who's on the phone by the way my mom will say things. So my mom, when she talks to someone who's black, African American or whatever, someone's black, like her tone will be different. But then whenever she will call, or whenever she will talk to someone who's white, like her tone will change to something else. It's like, who are you? It's like, who are you? Like what? But yeah, but there we do have these undercover biases towards different races, and like I said, sometimes it's our own race too that we have this bias to. And as I spoke last time, I spoke last time about it too, and I'll say it again. That there is times that we're not. It's not that we're afraid of black folks, or is that we don't really want to go near black folks. It's just it's just crazy because there's black folks that I know that was like that they won't hang out with other black folks. They won't do stuff with black folks. They just won't. And I was like, I don't understand that. Like why? And they're like, they said the word. I just can't say it. Not that I'm afraid of saying it. It's just offensive to say it. Um, and it's just crazy. It's just crazy to me that there are legitimate people who are undercover racists to their own kind, who are closet racists. Let's go with that term, right? Closet racists. Those are the ones who are just like in the closet, but they don't. They're not really trying to come out and say, "Hey, I'm fully racist," just so you know. It's like, nah, listen, we keep it under wraps just in case anything happens. But then we gotta tell them we have one or two black friends, so we know that we're cool, so we know that we're okay. Um, but it's crazy, man. It's definitely crazy. But I do believe that there will be a time um, that us as men and female, blacks, whites, I do believe that there will be a time that we will be coming together, joining as one. Um, Respecting each other's boundaries, respecting each other's guardrails, I guess you could say. Still a boundary. But also coming to loving one another, Um, because it's definitely tough to love someone who speaks a different language than you do. And that's how we have the Tower of Babel, right? Because the Tower of Babel was just different languages spoken about. You have people who have spoken many different languages. So So you have all this culture, all this diversity, you have all of that. But but like I said, I do think that there will be a time that we will be able to come together, be able to join in unison, and say no matter if you're black, white, Hispanic, Chino, Greek, Asian, and the rest. And the rest. Um, no matter what you are, we will come together. We will be together. We will be one people. And I think that that's what's most important. But the sad part is there will always be one race that will try to dominate the rest, and that's the white folks. White folks, y'all need to. Excuse me. Sometimes you just sit down and chill out. And I mean that with all due respect. Some of y'all just need to sit down and chill out. Y'all been reigning this country for years on end. Look at all y'all kings. Look at all y'all presidents. Look at all the vice presidents. We've only had two so far that are our nature. Y'all need to sit down, relax, chill out, go take a smoke break. Not in New York City though, because y'all been doing it a little crazy out there. But y'all just need to take a break somewhere and just chill out. We know that y'all gonna be the dominant race. We understand that y'all gonna be the top dogs. We understand that y'all gonna be the I'm the man, yeah. We understand that. But calm down. Calm down. Let us put our foot in the door at least. Come on now. Let's at least put our name in the hat. Come on, somebody. Um, but you know what? I really think that there needs to be other black folks other than the ones we have now in politics that needs to stand up and rise up and do something. Um, and don't say, "What about you?" Because I'm not going into politics. I'm not going into anything that's remotely near that. But I do think that there needs to be more black leadership in America. I do think that there needs to be more um, black individuals who are willing to make a change, but not saying, hey, we're just going to X y'all out, but saying, hey, listen, we don't like this. Can we change it? And we want y'all to be on the same page with us. We want y'all to be with us. It's like it's like it's like if I'm dating somebody, right? Of course I am. Yeah, you already know I am, whatever. So I'm dating someone, right? So I would want my girlfriend to be on the same page with me. She may not speak the same language I do. She may not think the way I do. She may not smell the way I do. She may not talk the way I do. She may not fully understand why I do what I do. But there will be times where her and I, where we get on the same page, where we be on the same page, where we stay on the same page, and sometimes we may get a little lax, we may get a little or maybe we may get to the point where we're like at each other's throats and stuff like that. Um, but there should be a time where we come together as one for a greater purpose, for a greater reason. And that's the same with America. That's the same with people in America. We need to come together as one. Don't be divided. Why are you gonna be divided for? Because let me tell y'all something. A country that is divided, another country is gonna swoop in and come in and take over. And they're gonna do it. And they are going to do it. Trust me on that. They're not gonna be like, oh well, y'all are divided. Okay, well we're just gonna leave it alone until y'all get it together. No. No way, Jose. It ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. That's why even in the Bible it says a country divided against itself it can't stand. It can't stand. What are you standing on? You're not standing on unity. You're not standing on peace. You're not standing on love and harmony. You're not. What are you standing on? If you're not standing on all of that, you're just standing on your own principles, your own philosophies, your own ways of doing stuff, your own ways of handling stuff. Yeah, y'all get what I'm saying? Black folks, white folks, we need to be united, but will we ever be united? I don't know. That's the big question. Someone needs to answer that question. But God did call us to be a united front. God did call us to be a united people. God did call us to be one with Him. And if we are not united, then how are we going to be one with Him? Because He's not going to be like, oh, well, this call is just for the blacks first, or the whites first, or the Asians first, and then I'll come get everybody else when it's time. No. He's His church. When He calls for rapture, His church is all going to be one. It's not going to be a separate. It's not going to be like, all right, white evangelicals, y'all seem to get it right. Come on, jump on rapture train. Anybody else? Y'all just gonna have to wait. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And another thing that oh man, I so want to talk about, but I so want to get more knowledge on is trauma and healing. Because I think that some of y'all think I'm trying to downplay it, but I'm not trying to downplay trauma. I'm not trying to downplay healing. But I think that the majority of us, we use it as a crutch. And the reason why I bring that up is that because God is going to come back for a church that is whole, healthy, and healed, not one that's been bruised and battered and beaten up. Trust me on that. Trust. Almost finished the whole soda, y'all. But anyway, this is Perkins Talks. Please subscribe to the channel. We do videos. Oh man, sheesh. Let's run through it. We do videos every Monday, Wednesday now, Thursday, Saturday, and I have the podcast on my other channel at Perkins Talks on YouTube, Perkins Talks, and on Spotify on Perkins Talks. Every Tuesday. We only did it once so far. We're only doing one a week. So basically, I have videos going on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Haven't done one for Friday yet, but we ain't gonna do all of that now. But yeah, so on this channel we have Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday videos. Definitely check us out. Definitely hit that subscribe button. Also on the other channel, we have a podcast on Tuesdays only, and that's at Perkins Talks. Y'all can go there, check out the podcast. So far as 2 episodes have been up. We're about to put out our third one, writing out the outline, writing out everything for that. Really trying to really discover the way of how to actually bring it forth. I have a way of bringing it forth, but someone threw a monkey wrench into the whole picture, so now I have to try to figure it out, finagle it, and stuff like that. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Listen, if it ain't right, don't do it at all. My mama always used to tell me that. If you're gonna do it right. So we're gonna do it right, y'all. We're gonna do it right. And definitely check out PerkinsCloset.com for all your merch needs, hats, sweatshirts, hats, hoodies, t-shirts. We will be coming up with other stuff. Just haven't done that yet. So definitely, go on the website, check out what we have. If you want to follow me on any other social media, Linktree is in the description below. You have all my social media there. If you want to send me an email, you want to talk to me any further, you want to say, hey, Listen, hey, can we connect here? Email me Perkins Talks at gmail.com. Perkins Talks at gmail.com. Take care, y'all. See y'all next time for Let's Talk on Saturday, all right?